What's up, people? I'm up here just a couple minutes early, trying to do the setup closer to the time that I'm playing. Let's see. Hey, what's up, people? I'm gonna start playing in just a minute. Hang out. What's up, Anchorage, Alaska? Get some snow going on here, driving down your snowy road. What's up, Andrew? What's up, Alana? Here's some links. Go to my YouTube. I got to apologize to everybody on YouTube because a lot of you have been commenting, and I didn't have a monitor to follow the comments in real time until now. Tonight, I'm going to be good about that. I'm going to check Facebook and YouTube, and there's also some people up on Periscope, but bear with me. I'll get to a point where I can communicate with all the platforms. It's just there's a lot of moving parts here. Anyway, give me just a few more minutes here, and we're going to get started. Let's pin that, and then we're going to edit that. It's funny how you type something and it comes out different on different platforms. It's a wonderful learning experience. I would say that this virtual tour is really good for um, my Delta blues playing primarily, but then also just figuring out all this technology and trying to get a good sound streaming. And anyway, we're almost there. Usually I like leave the room while I do all this technical stuff, but then I think people come in and they just see the chair. And they're like, what is this? But now listen, music's coming very soon. We're just getting it all together. Pretend I'm the roadie. Okay. Somebody is watching the YouTube. And we get some people up on. Oh, we got 9 people. You guys are up late. I'm wondering where you are. Let me know where you're from. This show is for Anchorage, Alaska, because it's about 8 o'clock there right now. But I bet you that just some night owls are in here. But we got some Delta blues music coming for you in just a minute or two. All right, I confirm the restream. I post the links. Yeah, I think we're just about good to go here. How about that? Let's see. How do I go back? This. Good. Okay, there I can see that. Andrew, California. Oh, Andrew, you were asking about the slide last night, and remind me. I'll give you some more. So you're going to start with a brass slide or a metal slide. I'll give you some more tips about what to do when you get started with that. Certainly over the next few days, but remind me, and I'll give you some more tips. Oh, another question I had for you, Andrew. Were we at Berkeley Online at the same time? Because I think maybe we were. And then did you get a master's degree in music production through Berkeley Online? Because if you did, that's awesome. Let me know. Lane Cable, what's up, brother? How you doing? Great to see you. And I don't know if Kelly. You said you were in the Q town there with Kelly, maybe. Love to both of you. Yeah, please invite other people. I think I'm ready to go. Usually I do this away from the camera, just like double checking, dotting my I's, making sure. But if you guys can hear me, right? You think you can hear me? It looks like you can. And that mic is live for the guitar. I think we're ready to go. Let's see here. Let me turn this down. Oh, thanks, Alana. Okay, Anchorage, Alaska. Are you ready for the Delta Blues? No, seriously, though. The first tune I'm going to play, I give this spiel every night, but some of you might not have heard it yet, so I want to make sure you know what's going on. Robert Johnson used several tunings, but within each tuning that he used, he had sets of voicings and fills and things that he used repeatedly for several tunes. New strings, so they're still stretching out here. Oh, let me move this a little closer. Maybe you can hear the guitar a little bit better. You can hear that guitar, right? Pretty good. First tune I'm going to play is Robert Johnson used it for two tunes. He used it for Malted Milk and he used it for Drunken Hearted Man. See how we're doing there. Okay, we got 10 people on Facebook and we got one person on YouTube, right? 11 people on Facebook. Come on, Facebook. You're kicking YouTube's ass. And like I said, I apologize to the Periscope people because you know what? Screw that. Let's go to Periscope. I'll use this device for Periscope. Look, there's a couple people on Periscope. What's up, Periscope? Can you guys comment to me? I just know that there's a couple people on Periscope. All right, look at this. I can check Periscope here. Oh, I got to turn that volume down. Periscope right there. How do I set that so I can see the number of people? Yeah, I can see that. Periscope, and we got 11 people on Facebook, and we got one person on YouTube, but they already liked it. Here, I'll like it too. I like it too. All right. Without any further ado, I hope you guys like blues music. If you don't like, there's a couple things. If you don't like blues music, or you don't like acoustic guitar, you're going to hate this. There's plenty of other things for you. But if you do like acoustic guitar and you do like blues music, there's at least a chance that you're going to like this. This is Malted Milk. I didn't really like that pick. Get rid of that. This one feels a little bit. What I'll do is I'll actually rub my finger along the pick to feel for friction. I don't want any friction. I want you to sort of cut through. Find a pick I like. Okay, that one's good. We still have 6 people. Nancy McCullum. Oh, Nancy, I'm so happy to see you here. Let me tell you all that there's no way that I'd be doing this if it wasn't for Nancy. So here's how it goes. In my early 20s, I became obsessed with Robert Johnson, and I was just basically learning how to play slide, and that's the way I learned how to play slide was picking off Robert Johnson tunes. But then age, well, my 20s turned into old age. And then I guess it was about 4 years ago that I asked my friend Nancy McCullum, who's an amazing person and a phenomenal vocalist. I asked her if she'd like to perform the complete works of Robert Johnson. And she said yes, and she learned everything. She learned everything, all the tunes, all the phrasings. I just want to say, musicians, if you ever have a chance to work with Nancy McCullum, you should do it because, like I said, awesome human being, awesome musician, awesome work ethic. There's quite a bit of work ethic to learning all these tunes, right? Anyway, Nancy, I'm glad you're here. I'm going to take a look around because, like I promised, I'm going to stop ignoring the other platforms. Let's see. What's going on in Facebook here? I see 8 people. Sean Lawton, how are you doing, man? So great to see you. I remember playing slide guitar for you in Harvard Square in the 1980s. Andrew, yeah, I know it's getting late, man. As the tour goes on, it's going to be getting later and later for normal people in the Western world. Awesome, Nancy. Okay, so I see 8 people up on Facebook. We got 3 people up on YouTube, and then now we're checking Periscope, and we got 3 people on Periscope. So that's a pretty good spread that we have going on here. I'm going to tell you an inside joke. So, Nancy, what I want to tell you is that Alana loves that Delta Blues album that we made, and listening to that album with Alana is one of the funnest things I've ever done. There you go. Thanks so much for your... The other thing I'm going to say before I keep playing is my career has changed because of the coronavirus. In my late teens, I did a little bit of busking, and then I haven't really done any busking since then until the last 5 weeks. And this is the only way I perform now is busking online. So thank you for your support. So I don't go broke. Let's see here. Explain tour. You guys got the gist of the tour. I don't know if I need to explain all of that again. I'm going to just say it in a nutshell. Basically, I am on the East Coast, but I perform an hour later every day, and I'm going to continue doing that, staying on a 25-hour day schedule until it loops around. Right now, it's just a little past 8 o'clock in Anchorage, Alaska. And so this show is for Anchorage. I actually have one friend on Facebook from Anchorage, and I messaged them, but I haven't heard anything back. So I don't know if there's anybody actually from Anchorage here, but you're seeing Anchorage behind me. There you go. Back to the music. I'm going to play Sweet Home. Oh, here's the thing. This accompaniment that I'm going to play, Robert Johnson used for a couple of songs. One is When You've Got a Good Friend, and the other one is Sweet Home Chicago. So this arrangement I'm going to play, we're going to call it Sweet Home Chicago. If you guys like what you hear when I finish songs, please give me those reaction buttons. There's more than one reason. One is because, well, it makes me feel like somebody's listening, and I appreciate that. Another reason is that I do believe that it draws people. It's good for the algorithm. If Facebook sees a lot of reactions going on, they bring more people in. We got, let's see here, Sean Lawton, and Nancy, and YouTube, and Periscope. Okay, guys. Next tune I'm going to play is probably Robert Johnson's favorite tuning and voicing combination, because number one, he used this for the first song he ever recorded, which is Kind Hearted Woman, and that's the template for what I'm going to play for you is the song Kind Hearted Woman. But he used these same types of chords and a lot of these riffs for a few other songs, including Phonograph Blues, 3220 Blues, Dead Shrimp Blues, Honeymoon Blues, Little Queen of Spades, Steady Rollin' Man, and Me and the Devil Blues. But the arrangement I'm going to play is based on Kind Hearted Woman. It borrows little riffs and things from all those other songs that I just mentioned. Kind Hearted Woman. Kelly, thank you for that generous tip that I just saw pop up on the screen. Appreciate you. Let's see. Really, Ben? Is this? I keep on tweaking the sound, and at some point, I'm sure that it will be not as good. But I keep on tweaking it and trying to make it better. I got addicted to a bunch of things when I was a teenager. A bunch of things. Why don't I show you a couple things I got addicted to when I was a teenager? One of them was tobacco, like nicotine. So I'll show you this. What I do now is these nicotine lozenges. It's a bad habit. Bad habit. I've been cutting down because of the coronavirus. Now I'm eating quarters. Like I'm cutting each one into quarters. Another thing I got addicted to as a teenager is called fast fret. Check that out right there. And I don't know if you'll be able to see. I'm going to bring this close to the camera. Where did they make this claim? I don't know if you can read that, but I'll read it to you. It says, clean strings, and it says, lets you play faster. That's all I needed to hear when I was 15 years old. I'm like, oh, I buy that bottle, I can play faster. I'm all about it. But like I said, I got addicted to it, so I still use it. And it reduces friction on the strings and on the neck. For some reason, I like to put it on the back of the neck, so there's like no friction or anything going on there. How's YouTube doing? I promise I won't ignore you guys. We got 3 people up on YouTube. Hello, YouTube. Please say hello if you like anything you hear. The next tune I'm going to play is the only piece that Robert Johnson ever recorded in the key of G major. And the Rolling Stones covered it. I've mentioned to you before, I like to do my own thing up front. I like to improvise a little bit. So, just check this back here. Oh, thanks, Nancy. Like I said, the whole reason that I got this repertoire together was to play the complete works with you. So if you hadn't done that, there's no way that I would have spent all this time with the Robert Johnson material. And I'm really looking forward to our secret project here. We'll keep it on the DL, but there is a project with Nancy coming up right now. I'm going to play Love in Vain. It's key to G major standard tuning. It's the only one. If anybody ever asks you, throughout your life, they say, look at all the snow. There's so much snow going on here in Alaska. It's like basically snow. I see it's like a street lamp or whatever, and then snow. Love in Vain. Oh yeah, in your life, if anybody ever asks you, hey, what was the only song that Robert Johnson ever recorded in the key of G in standard tuning, you can tell them it's Love in Vain. I'm going to play one more tune in standard tuning here. This is probably Robert Johnson's, of the blues tunes he plays. You know what? Why don't I take a minute and explain something about jazz and about blues? Okay, there's a couple of jokes that I'll tell you here. One is a blues musician plays 3 chords for millions of people, and a jazz musician plays millions of chords for 3 people. That stings a little bit. Well, you know what, though? I'd say that jazz, there was a heyday when it was the popular music of the Western culture. It's kind of not anymore. I love jazz. But I want to show you something about what a jazz blues is versus a regular blues before I play you 4 till 8. In order to fit this in, I'm going to play the chord changes fast. So I'm going to play like an F blues as if it was just a blues band as opposed to a jazz band. Check this out. I'm going like this. I'm going to go. I got to play with a little more rhythm. Check this out. Just the chord changes as if it was a blues band, not a jazz band. Now, what happens when you play jazz blues is you play all those chords, but you add a whole bunch of other chords that confuse people, like this. So those jazzy chord changes, there's more of that type of thing in this song than any other Robert Johnson song. This is from 4 till 8. Oh, I'll mention too, Nancy and I released an album last August, I think, called Delta Blues. A lot of these songs are on that album in one form or another, including this one from 4 till 8. If you guys want to give me some reactions, I'm going to go around the different platforms here. If you'd like to click some, my favorites are the loves. The wows are probably my second favorite. I don't like the angries. The likes are good. Let's see if we get some reactions here. YouTube, we get some people up on YouTube. Nobody on YouTube is commenting yet, though, so let me know. Let me know that you're out there if you're enjoying this on YouTube. It says scroll for comments. Oh, I got some loves on Periscope. You guys. Oh, wait, I got a bunch of comments on these. Musical, their entertainment, yeah. Cool. Hey, I'm glad that I pulled up this. Somebody says, "What's you playing?" says Outer Universe on Periscope. Hello from North Carolina on Periscope. Thank you, Periscope. You guys are great. Then we go over here and we see YouTube, where nobody's commented on YouTube yet. So if you'd like to do that, I would love that. Michael Figueredo, I see Lane Cable says, "Hey, Fig." So I bet you that Michael Figueredo is here, which is awesome. Hey, instead of just talking, I should be tuning. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do right now. My guitar right now is tuned to standard tuning, which means if you hit all the open strings like that, that does not sound very bluesy. I'm going to tune some strings up. I just changed my strings today, so it's very unlikely that I'll break one. But it's also more likely it's going to go a little out of tune. Are those windshield wipers behind me? Those are, what? Those are giant. I'm going to get hit. Next time one of those hits me, I'll react to it. Let's see if it... Was that a windshield wiper? It was something. This is actually a video of Anchorage, Alaska behind me. Since the tour started, which this is only the fourth date, I've had two major problems with this guitar. Let me tell you what the first one was. I was turning the G string and it was so impossible to turn. I had to put the string winder on it. So I called my genius friend Dan Armstrong, and he explained to me I had to actually take the tuner apart, like unscrew it, and I salvaged it like a washer from another guitar, put that on. And then today I broke a bridge pin when I was changing the strings. I don't know if that's happened in this century yet. I think I remember breaking a bridge pin at some point in the 1990s, but that's new. So I feel pretty good about that, is that I've had a couple of critical problems with the guitar, and I was able to fix them in the age of the coronavirus. I don't know if this is going to stay in tune because they're fresh strings. We'll check it one more time. Then I'm going to play a song. Maybe I'll go around and see if you have any questions. Let's see. Sean Lawton, I just saw on Facebook, he just liked a post there where I was saying, it's not that we shouldn't be opening the country for the government. It's not that. It's the healthcare workers. Whatever position you have, just make sure that your position, that you're thinking of the people that are saving all these lives right now. The healthcare workers are also having to deal with watching a lot of people die alone. I can't even fathom that. So stay home. Look, you have freedom, but that doesn't mean you have to be a dick, okay? So please stay home. I'm serious about that. Okay, we got a couple of people on Periscope. We got 6 people on Facebook. 5 people. YouTube is making a comeback here. YouTube is going to overtake Facebook in a moment. Okay. Let's give this a whirl. This is Preaching Blues. Again, theoretically, I'm in open E tuning here. I would say I had a good feeling about this piece I'm about to play, but that would jinx it. So I won't actually say that out loud. Preaching Blues. guys. I'm going to go around. Thank you. Let's see if I can paste a... I got to send that tip jar out. Let's see what we got here. Shouldn't take me too long. Bing. I got to tell the Periscope people. The new tip jar also has a couple of links in there. Let's see if I can go here. Boom. Paste. Bang. There's a tip jar for Periscope. And should I do this on my phone? Is it easy to do? Yeah, I can do it on my phone. Here we go. I'm going to go. It's just one person on YouTube now. There's the tip jar. Oh, Kelly. I think that's Kelly and Lane. I'm just curious, Lane and Kelly, is there a difference in the audio video quality that you're getting on YouTube than on Facebook? I'm trying to minimize that, but please let me know. And then I'm going to, let's put a tip jar here. Thank you, Donald. Thanks, Sean. Let's see who I see up here on Facebook. There we go. There's a little tip jar for you guys to pass that around. Thank you, Donald. Thanks, Sean. Yeah, please, if I got a little more playing to do, and if you want to invite people to come check this out, or you want to share the stream, I'd love that. Let's see what we got here. Jamie, what's going on, Jamie? I see you up there. They're not synchronized. Ben, I bet you that YouTube is ahead of Facebook. Am I right about that? Let me know. But the question, though, is the quality the same? As far as the sound, I'm trying to make the sound the same on YouTube as on Facebook, but that's not that easy. Okay. Well, I get a bunch of reactions considering it's a late show. Thank you for all the reactions there. Let's see. The next tune I'm going to play, Robert Johnson used for 2 different songs in Open E. One was Ramblin' on My Mind, which he did play slide on. And the other one is like probably the quintessential blues standard, which is Dust My Broom. He did not play slide on Dust My Broom. So what I've done is I've created an arrangement where I sort of use all the juicy Robert Johnson licks from both of those songs because there's a lot of commonality between the two. I knew it. That G string went a little sharp on me. All right. Dust My Broom. kind of want to show you something about a lick that I adapted. Why not? So in open E tuning, let's see exactly what Robert Johnson did. Here's the chord that he played this on in Dust My Broom, right? Because no slide. And there was one more note in that, I think. Let me think about that. Yes. Okay, I can explain it. The disadvantage when you're playing slide guitar is that you don't have your pinky finger. So there's this chord that he played in Dust My Broom that looks like the game Connect 4. Watch that. If you're an open E tuning, this is a good chord to know. If you don't play guitar, bear with me for a second. You're just going to see, I want to show you the way that I adapted something that Robert Johnson had done. Basically, to make it a little bit more like something Jeff Beck would do. So here's the chord. I hold the 7th fret of the, well, you call it the D string, but it's actually tuned to E. Anyway, I go across these strings like this. That's the chord that Robert Johnson ends with Dust My Broom. But something about my personality, anything I play on guitar, I'll be like, what would that sound like if I played it as harmonics? So instead of playing this without the slide, I put this, it's because I knew I wanted to use a slide. I'm like, how am I going to play that chord? And then I was like, I will play it with harmonics. So check this out. Instead of that chord, we go. So that's my lick, but I got it by thinking about like what would happen if Robert Johnson and Jeff Beck were crossed into one person. What would they play? I'm about to play a tune that's cursed. Before I do that, I'm just going to make the rounds one time because I feel bad. There's been other nights here. Up until tonight, I've only been monitoring Facebook, but I want to see. Okay, hey, Kelly, thank you so much. I'm so glad she's complimenting the sound. And she also sent me a generous tip. I really appreciate everybody listening. I appreciate the reactions, and I appreciate wow, what just happened there? Did you see that triangle? Am I tripping or something? What is that? That changed radically. Okay, so thank you, Kelly. Am I looking at, is this YouTube? This is YouTube on my phone. And I see 3 people on YouTube and on Periscope. We get a bunch of comments on Periscope. I see a lot of comments that aren't in. Okay, this is one I'm going to try to pronounce what it says. It says, Nela Jamie Trop Medar say super. So I don't know if that's good. It ends with super. So it's telling me to welcome Fritzo3 on their first day on Periscope. Welcome, Fritzo3. Oh, look at this. Somebody invited their followers. There's definitely some people up on Periscope. Hello, Mad Panther Band. I bet you that's a band called Mad Panther. And I'm going to give you some free advertisement here because you came in to check out my stream on Periscope. If you guys don't know, Periscope is basically Twitter. It's Twitter's answer to YouTube or to YouTube Live, right? Okay, Periscope's done. Let's look over here on our YouTube, folks. I see 3 people on YouTube. Nobody's commenting. I dare you. This is the funny thing. The reason I'm running YouTube now is because I checked last night and there was a lot of people talking and asking me questions on YouTube, and I wasn't keeping track of that. So if you'd humor me on YouTube, if you just want to say something like, your guitar playing sucks, or say anything, just so I can break the ice and actually respond to that comment there. And Facebook. In school, I was supposed to determine where my best, the best platform, the platform where I was the most popular. And it is my Facebook personal page. So I see a lot of you. Let's see what we got here. Well, that's weird. Am I not streaming to Facebook now? I don't know if I'm streaming to Facebook. It doesn't look live. I'm going to refresh it. Oh yeah, it's streaming. It just froze for a second here. But we still got 6 people up on Facebook. Shirley, how you doing? Thank you so much. And I'm so glad that you love the blues. Okay, I'm gonna play a curse song. This will be I think this is the last one I'm gonna do in open E, and then we're gonna change tunings. This is Hellhound on My Trail. Guys, I'm going to change my tuning here. Thanks for the reactions. I appreciate those when you can put those up. I'm going to change my tuning. I'm going to go to open A. Guys, if you like something I play, please hit reactions. I appreciate it. It's good for the algorithm. Let me tune up. I'm going to send a tip jar around. This is always the dangerous string. Whoa, did you see that? That was like, whoa, oh no, stop it. I'm just a little guitar playing person. Don't hit me with your windshield wipers in Anchorage, Alaska. I'm going to make the rounds one time, and I'll double check, and then we got a few more tunes left for you. There's a couple people on Periscope. Hello, Periscope, if you're watching this. No donation is unappreciated. Anything you can send to either the PayPal or the Venmo, keep this going. Appreciate you. Okay, so that's Periscope. Let's go over here to our YouTube place. Oh, Nancy, thank you so much. The computer that I was using, I'm using two computers to do this. The computer that I was using to monitor everything froze up. The browser froze. But the one that I'm using to actually broadcast didn't freeze. So that's okay. Ben, you rock, man. Um, paste. Okay, I'm just gonna comment. Yeah, I'm gonna throw this up on YouTube. Let's see how we're doing on YouTube. Yeah, we still got 3 people up there, but oh, and Kelly, thank you. I asked before if somebody would please comment on. So I'm gonna respond to you, Kelly. Thank you. Let's see. Thanks. I mean, I guess I can just respond by talking, but I feel good that now I'm not ignoring any of the platforms I'm on. Also, I'll just tell you, I did some research. There's a lot of places that you can. Whoa! Stop it! I'm getting hit by the windshield. Here we go. I'm gonna. Whoa! Whoa! Stop it with the windshield wiper. Really? Stop it! Stop it, guys! I'm trying to play Delta Blues here. Stop hitting me with your windshield wiper. Whoa! Whoa! It must be real. Whoa! That last one, that seemed like it was personal, right? Get the snow out of your eyes, fine, but don't be hitting me with your windshield wiper. Okay, Kelly, thank you so much. I will tell you, Kelly, you were the first person that has said something to me on YouTube Live that I ever responded to when they said it. So I feel better. And let's go back to the YouTube, the Facebook here. It's still 6 people here, which is great because it's like 1 o'clock in the morning on the East Coast. Let's see. Jesse Nicole, how are you doing? I am like a bug on the windshield. Guys, I'm going to play. Oh, wait, let me post this here. Bing. Paste. There's some details. Oh, yeah, so I want to tell you all the things you can do to help if you want to, and you can pick any of them. Number 1, just being here to listen. You're amazing. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning. Thank you. Beyond that, if you want to do something else, if you go to my website and you sign up for my mailing list, that's awesome. If you go to YouTube and you sign up for my subscribe, like you ring the bell, that's awesome. And the thing that really keeps it going is the tips. And it doesn't have to be a big tip because I'm getting a lot of tips. And, various size. Some of them are ridiculously... Whoa! They're not going to stop... You know what? I'm going to play a tune while I'm getting attacked by windshield wipers. This one is called Come On In My Kitchen. Try to play them different a little every time. Let me see those reactions. Let me see them. Please give me some reactions. Light me up with reactions. I'm going to watch them. Let's see if we got some reactions here. I tipped. Oh, Nancy, thank you very much. Jesse, thanks. Thanks for all the tips. You make all the difference in the world. Let's see. I got some reactions. Oh, I love you. Alana, thank you, baby girl. Okay. A couple more on this guitar. The next one I'm going to play, Robert Johnson used for a bunch of tunes. The one that is my template was his only hit during his lifetime. When I say hit, it means it played it on the jukebox. It's called Terraplane Blues. I should also mention that it's the precursor for an awful lot. I'm thinking about the Led Zeppelin song Custard Pie and the Van Halen song Panama. Those songs are kind of about, it seems like it's about a vehicle, but it might not be about a car. The vehicle might be a woman, actually, in all of those lyrics. So, this is Terraplane Blues, but I'll tell you the other songs that he used this type of an accompaniment for. Stones in My Passway, Milk Cow's Calf Blues, a couple of tunes that the Rolling Stones covered, including Walking Blues and Stop Breaking Down, and then perhaps most famously a song that Eric Clapton played in Cream called Crossroad Blues. So this is Terraplane Blues. Chill out with it. I will tell you, the tour was in New York City, Chicago, Salt Lake City, Los Angeles, and no one was attacking me with windshield wipers. I get to Anchorage, Alaska, and it's game on. And I blame Sarah Palin. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. One more piece on this guitar. Thank you. Thanks everybody for listening. Thanks for signing up for my mailing list and subscribing to my YouTube channel, and for your tips, but especially for listening. Thank you. That's the whole point. I want to keep this going. We're going to play one more that Robert Johnson used for two different songs. One was If I Had Possession over Judgment Day, and the other one caught the ear of James Patrick Page, which was Traveling Riverside Blues. Man, I remember learning this riff when I was like 19 years old, and I'm like, that's almost as good as Whitesnake. No, I'm just kidding. Not totally. I kind of, maybe when I was 18, I was like, if I played that with a lot of distortion and I cut the mids, this could be the next. Whoa! Look at those windshield wipers. All right. Here is the hidden 30th track by David Coverdale and Whitesnake. It's called Traveling Riverside Blues. Guys, thanks for hanging. I'm going to play one more tune on a different guitar. This will actually be a classical guitar I'm going to play on. That's okay. There was two styles when I was a kid. There were 2 points in my life when I thought I was going to pick a style. I thought I was going to pick a style. It didn't happen. I decided I like to play all styles. But one style was this. I don't know how many people know me this far back, but when I was about 20 years old, I had a tent. I mean, literally a tent that I would hang out in. And at that point was when I went through the real Robert Johnson phase. Ben Cable, I think Ben remembers the tent. Do you, Ben? This is kind of funny. All right, one more piece for you guys. Maybe before I play it, I'll go around one more time. Let's do that. I should be able to do it quick at this point. I'm getting good at this. We'll go to Periscope. See a couple people on Periscope. Periscope, folks, thanks a lot for hanging out. We're also on YouTube. Let's see, YouTube. Yeah, we still got 3 people there. And Facebook, still 5 people. It's like 1:15 in the morning, and 5 of you are still hanging out to listen to me play. So I really, really appreciate you. Oh, Ben, thanks, man. I mean, one thing I'd say is by playing this material over and over again, I hope it get better. It's kind of the nature of it, though. I can be critical of it, but I think overall it's getting better. I'm just happy that everything's streaming properly. It's how you learn. It's that the best way to learn is to make mistakes. So I'm really good at that. Okay. One more piece for you. This is Wake Up Mama on the classical guitar. I'll let you know before I go just 2 last things. One is tomorrow night I will be streaming at 8 p.m. Honolulu time. That corresponds with 2 a.m. on the East Coast of the United States. Whoa, look at they're getting me with the wipers. They're getting... You know what? Anchorage is like the only major city in this time zone, so there's not too many choices on the next leg. But I don't like those. I'm gonna find a video without me getting attacked by windshield wipers. I didn't foresee that. Okay, thanks for being here. Please go to my website, which I've left out a bunch of times. Please subscribe to my mailing list. I send out emails once a month with details about what I'm doing, but I don't send them more than once a month, so you're not going to get spammed. But if you like what you hear, and I do play some other styles too, you can find out about all those on my website. And my YouTube, please, if you're not subscribed to my YouTube, please subscribe to that if you want, Anyway, this is Wake Up Mama. Thanks so much for coming out. And if you're up crazy to late, or if you live in Hawaii, I will look forward to seeing. Oh, one more funny thing for you Facebook folks. When I'm done here, shortly after, you're going to see it says I moved to Hawaii. I didn't. I'm just using that because Facebook is more likely to say that I moved to another state. They'll tell more people that than they'll say, hey, this event is going on for 3 weeks and let's keep telling people. So anyway, I love you all. I appreciate you. Here's Wake Up Mama. Thanks, everybody. See you tomorrow in Hawaii. I appreciate you all. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the tips.